In Florida, young mom Haley Kinney is woken up by her 3-year-old son who says he's seeing something in their house. As he keeps insisting there's a presence in the bedroom, Haley starts recording to document this strange moment. She ends up catching something truly disturbing.
What is it? Baby, there's nothing in here. There's nothing in here. Okay, I don't see it.
As the toddler points toward the empty corner of the room, a few bizarre things happen that need to be broken down. First off, there's a strange, unexplained growl or whine from somewhere nearby.
What is it? Baby, there's nothing in here.
Next, as the boy points at the corner, something in the shadows quickly pops out twice before pulling back into the darkness. The boy's arm doesn't match the shadow's movement, so that's not his reflection. Haley says she has no idea what her son saw that night, and she didn't even notice the strange things that she had captured on camera until later. But what was her son seeing in that dark corner? Paul Gorton is relaxing at home one day with his son Charlie, when suddenly things start to get a little spooky.
What are you saying, Charlie? There's a scary boy where? What do you mean? What, are you doing pretend? Yeah, you're just playing pretend, aren't you? Do you want to show me? Show me then. Come on. You show me where he is. This is actually f***ing right. Where? Where? In there? In there? Okay, get ready, Charlie. No scary boy. No, there's nothing there, mate. Do you want me to go in? Look. There's absolutely nothing in here. You've got nothing to be scared about. I've absolutely myself. There's nothing to be scared about. There's nothing here. That's just the bathroom. Nothing there, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's just the shower. Never been more scared in my entire life. See, told you, nothing there, mate. Perfect. Come on, don't be silly.
Charlie seems to be genuinely upset, repeating "scary boy" over and over. When Paul asks where the boy is, Charlie leads him to the closet. And understandably, it completely freaks Paul out. So could Charlie be seeing someone or something that Paul can't? You decide. Nathan in Iowa says his little girl has a playroom in their basement, but lately he's been hearing strange sounds from down there, even when no one else is home. He says that sometimes it sounds like footsteps climbing up the basement stairs. So one day Nathan hears some noise and decides to go down to film.
Oh my... What are you doing there? Who are you?
I got you good.
Oh, yes, you did. Oh, you got my heart good.
Nathan gets a little jump scare from his own daughter, but otherwise everything seems normal. But then, as he takes one last look down the basement stairs, a large ball suddenly flies toward him as if it was thrown by some invisible force. Since that day, the family has moved the little girl's playroom upstairs, and now they all try to avoid the basement as much as possible. Safe at home, scary as hell. So first, let me note, in accordance with YouTube community guidelines, no one in the following clips were hurt in any way. So, Caroline Sasaki had just moved into her new home in Honolulu, Hawaii with her family a week earlier. One night, she's walking casually through her living room when this happens.
You okay? Whoa. Whoa, a rock fell out of you. Whoa.
Oh my god.
What happened? Oh, glass. Oh.
A massive 5x5 foot boulder crashes straight through her wall, missing her by inches, and keeps going, smashing through the garage, hitting their car, and plowing into the bedroom. Carolyn breaks down crying in shock, but somehow she's completely unharmed. No scratches, no bruises, nothing.
Basically, I'm in shock. I refuse to look at the video, so I'm not sure how close, but everybody's telling me, I'm lucky and, being, God is with me. And yeah, I'm thankful.
So yeah, the bad news is their new home is kinda wrecked. The good news is Caroline just dodged what would have been almost certain death by boulder in her living room. Next up, Twitch streamer CrispyMate is streaming live late one night from his home in North Carolina when something happens that shocks him to his core.
Better? I thought so. Okay, well, obviously it's running less at the moment, so it's going to be better. Might...
Bro, I just got struck by lightning. I'm gonna stop stream. Oh my god, dude.
Out of nowhere, a bolt of lightning strikes his house and travels straight through his computer and earbuds. He gets hit midstream, jolted by a shock right to the noggin. He says it hurt, but luckily the lightning only gave him a light shock and no serious injuries.
The gamer, who goes by the username CrispyMate, says he was wearing earbuds partially made out of metal when lightning struck on July 19th outside his Wake County home. The shock inside caught on camera.
When you watch the video back, what did you think?
Yeah, when I watch it back, I'm just very surprised. If you were to take like a gum strip gag toy and just pull it, and you get that little zap, I got both the sensations, then all my vision went white, and then I bolted.
WRAL meteorologist Amy Wilmoth says lightning can travel through pipes and electrical wires.
You don't want to be attached to any kind of device that's attached to a light socket or an electrical socket. Headphones connected to a device that's plugged into a wall, that's certainly a danger in an electrical storm.
So, new fear unlocked, getting struck by lightning while relaxing at home playing video games. Bag of terror. A construction worker and his boss are remodeling an abandoned house when things start to get really weird.
Gente, aquí estamos. Ahora vamos para este cuarto que llevo rato escuchando cantazos y eso. Uy. Hay algo que está sonando por ahí, brother. Oigan, ¿qué fue eso? ¿Pompi? No, papá. No, chacho. Hay algo que está... Pompi. Mira, tú escuchas eso, ¿verdad? No, yo estoy asustado ya, compi. Hay algo que lleva rato sonando allá adentro y de momento, ¡pam!, dieron un cantazo.
Ya te digo que tú eres de estos que son cobardes, que te imaginas cosas, bro.
No, chacho, yo no puedo imaginar eso, compi. No, y en el cuarto ese, que llevo rato escuchando cantar y pensaba que eras tú, y cuando yo vine a ver, Tú estabas ahí tranquilo, recogiendo algunas cositas y me hecho sentí como si me hubieran tocado. No, chacho, yo estoy que no puedo ni hablar.
¿Peliculitas por la nochecita?
No, yo no veo películas de esas ya, compi. Vamos ahora en este, compi, en este. Escucha cómo suena. ¿Tú estás escuchando eso?
Está en el closet.
Por eso, yo creo que yo desde lejos, yo, si acaso. Sí, estoy temblando, compi, yo no sé qué vaya. Cuidado, compi, que si yo algo estaba cogiendo, tú sabes cómo es esto. No. Hija. ¿Qué caramba es eso? ¿Cómo tienen esa muñeca así? Como si estuvieran mirando para abajo. Ay, bendito Dios, y sonando ya. Válame, yo siento un calentón en este cuarto, compi, no vaya. Aún sigue sonando solo. Oh, y se mueve y todo. Ay, compi, ¿no?
Eso a lo mejor fueron los que eran dueños por hacer la maldad o algo, alguien vino a hacer la maldad, compi. Por eso tú no te puedes poner a darle 20 a eso, porque eso son boberías.
Sí, ¿no?
¿Ya te lo ves aquí?
¿Qué bajo ya? ¿Qué?
Y ahí mira una computadorita. Por eso hay que sacarlo para botarlo.
Compi, ¿pero qué es eso, compi?
¿Ah?
Mira, compi se movió. Compi se está moviendo, compi, ¿oíste?
Pero no será el viento.
No, si aquí no hay viento, compi.
Pero con un muñeco feo.
Mira para allá.
While working alone inside, the worker hears the eerie tune of It's a Small World coming from a room. There's a sudden loud bang, so he fetches his boss, and together they follow the creepy melody to a closet. Inside, they find a doll hanging upside down in what might be the creepiest plushie ever. It has an actual full-on baby printed on it. As they poke around the closet, it twitches and suddenly just launches right at them. But is this a real paranormal encounter in an abandoned house? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. It's cold outside, but you can keep warm in some all-new Nuke Stop 5 merch. Now, of course, we have t-shirts, hoodies, and coffee mugs, but we also have blankets, pillows, and long sleeves. We've even got stockings and wrapping paper. Anyway, shipping is free, and be sure to order by December 10th to get delivery before Christmas. Go to nukestop5.com to shop now. Or, like whenever you feel like it. Maybe after the video. Front Porch Frights. A family is relaxing on their front porch, enjoying the evening, when something unusual catches their eye. A young man walks past on the sidewalk, but the family says he, quote, didn't look real at all, which freaks them out enough to check their security footage. What they find is very strange. And yeah, the footage is very bizarre. The man looks like he stepped right out of the 1920s. He's wearing an old-fashioned suit and a fedora. He looks almost like a projection, and the cars behind him seem to show right through his body. The family says they were understandably very freaked out, but they say they never saw this man again. Kyla from Oklahoma says that she was hanging out on her porch with 3 friends after a long night shift. It's around 4 a.m. when something happens that creeps them out.
Inside, Kaylee, go. Kaylee, go. I'm not going. He's gonna grab his keys and you're gonna have to leave me. What the is that?
The group hears someone whisper, "Hey, hey, hey." Kayla says the voice seemed to come from an empty abandoned shed next door. Everyone is freaked out and they jump up and hurry inside. Even creepier, when viewers watch the video, they notice something else. A faint whisper seems to tell one guy, "Shut the door." Kyla says that strange things happen around her house all the time, but this is the first time that anything has been caught on camera. Tales of terror. In these next few clips, we'll see dogs reacting to the supernatural. Now, to me, pets reacting to the paranormal always seems a little more believable. Because, well, how do you fake a scared dog? And a lot of people believe that dogs can see things that we can't. So, first up, unfortunately this clip was posted without a source, but the story goes that a young woman named Sarah had just moved into a new house. Ever since the move, she's been hearing strange noises, and her yellow lab has been acting terrified of certain rooms. One day, the dog refuses to go down the hallway, so Sarah starts recording. What she captures is unnerving.
He just keeps staring down the hall like he sees someone. What was that?
Now, unless your screen is really dark, you probably don't need me to ask, did you see it? Because some dark, misshapen thing seems to twitch and move at the end of the hall before vanishing into thin air. Sarah is so freaked out that she stops recording and the clip ends there. Without a source, we're left to wonder what became of Sarah and her dog, and what might still be lurking in that hallway. Next up, Reddit user Kitten Catastro says her friend got a motion alert from her living room at around 2 a.m. And what the camera caught is strange. On the right side of the frame, a hazy white form seems to float toward the little dog, who clearly wants nothing to do with it. But then, watch closely as he moves toward the kitchen. Another faint mist seems to glide by, and that's when the doggy is done. But what do you think made the dog decide to exit stage right? Let me know. Reddit user SageMan123 says that after his friend moved into an old house with his little Boston Terrier mix Jackson, things quickly started to get weird. There were odd noises, objects moved on their own, and the dog began flat out avoiding certain areas in the house. One day, the owner notices the dog staring into a closet and decides to start filming. What he captures is truly chilling.
Jackson is like laser ass focused on this right now. He won't, like, you alright? I know. I think something's wrong. I don't know. I hear noises, but I'm not even sure. Are you f***ing kidding me right now? What's wrong with you? What's wrong? Jackson. Jackson. What's wrong? There's banging and stuff. What the f***?
After witnessing all of that, the man says he'd had enough. Not long after this, he put the house up for sale and moved out for good. Creepy Kicks. Workers at Rock City Kicks, a shoe store in Fayetteville, Arkansas, say that weird things have been happening around the shop for a while now. But lately, it started to get a lot harder to ignore. The stockroom gate slams shut on its own. The employee checks it out, but he doesn't seem too concerned. But just a week later, things at the small shop take an even stranger turn. Whatever it is in the store seems to be getting bolder.
It should be pretty close. Everybody else in the logo. Yeah, I'm doing it, bro. Man, roll pretty close.
It's trying not to take too long on myself. You want to get that here, check it out. Hell no!
A shop salesman is helping a customer try on shoes when a Nike suddenly launches off the display wall and lands upright on the floor. As he bends down to grab it, the shoe flips away on its own, almost like it's being yanked. And with that, both men just make a run for it. And there goes the salesman dashing past the window. So, is Rocket City Kicks haunted, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Shadows of Broadwell. The team from the YouTube channel 13th Floor Haunted Media Productions head out to investigate the Broadwell Funeral Home in Felicity, Ohio. It's a funeral home, so it goes without saying that it has a long dark history and a reputation for some seriously unsettling activity. For this investigation, they split up. 2 investigators upstairs, 2 in the basement, and absolutely no one on the middle floor. And that is where things get weird.
This footage comes from the security cameras that were set up. As you can see, a shadow flies by quickly from left to right and disappears. There were 4 of us in the building at the time, 2 in the basement, 2 upstairs. This footage is from the main floor where nobody was present at 11:57 p.m. It is the clear outline or shadow of someone. But the main question is who? Here is a freeze frame. Clearly, it is the outline of a person.
One of the stationary cameras on the middle floor captures something strange. A dark, shadowy figure gliding along from left to right before disappearing into thin air. The investigators rewatch their footage later and are shocked by what they captured. So, is this one of the Broadwell Funeral Home's former clients? Let me know what you think. Ingaka. Late one night, a security guard at an under-construction building in the Philippines hears strange noises coming from the upper floors and heads up to investigate. Things quickly take a terrifying turn.
3080p, 68 fps. Parang may naglalakad. Nawala. Yun. Saan na yun? Ay, mo! Oh, shit!
As the security guard climbs the stairs, the video captures strange whispering, a croaking voice that urges him in Tagalog to Hoy, magingat ka, or in English, hey, be careful.
Nawala. Nawala.
The guard says that in the room he entered, a semi-transparent little girl appeared in the dark and started wailing and sobbing. But she isn't visible in his footage. But we can hear her sobbing as he runs from the room in terror. A few days later, the guard claims that he saw the little girl again in another dark room of the building. He managed to quickly grab his phone and snap this picture. Scaryvideos. So these are the videos that I happened upon that are weird or funny or just odd. First up, this one was a toss-up as to whether it should be in the regular list or in the weird videos. But here we are. So someone is at a graveyard and they see this. Now, one thing to notice about this video is that all the other gravestones have snow around them. But these turkeys have been doing their creepy little turkey ritual or whatever this is, for so long that they've actually worn through the snow around this tombstone. So I don't know what the hell is happening here. But if you know, put it in the comments. Next up, last month was Halloween and people got festive and scared the shit out of each other. Sometimes by accident.
Like literally, that it's you can't do that in October to somebody. Like that is scary as like literally, a Quaker standing at the door in October.
And the viewer replied back with this. That is terrifying. Next, another video in the kinda late Halloween spirit. I give you the creepiest Halloween decoration that I have ever seen.
Okay, ready?
Mm-hmm.
That was great!
And that's all for this week. By the way, today marks the 10-year anniversary of the Nuke Stop 5 channel. And I once wrote the scariest ghost videos of the year. TikTok user Jose Castillo and his friends often mountain bike after work on some wooded trails near the city of Oaxaca, Mexico. One evening after dark, Jose and his friends go out on a trail that they've taken many times before. But this time, things take a terrifying turn. Jose's GoPro camera is recording when something happens that still gives him chills to this day. Did you see it? Someone or something appears out of nowhere and Jose barely manages to swerve around it. When slowed down and paused, the figure appears to be cloaked, wearing a veil that's translucent enough that you can see what looks like a face. A very disturbing face. Many viewers of Jose's TikTok believe that he captured the infamous weeping woman, La Llorona, a vengeful spirit of Mexican lore that mourns the loss of her children. But what do you think this is? Let me know. TikTok user Brianna's videos are mostly dedicated to her favorite pastime, free diving in the beautiful waters just off the coast of sunny Florida. Now, none of Brianna's videos have anything to do with the supernatural. Well, except for just this one. One afternoon, Brianna is going for a routine dive when she captures something truly chilling. Brianna starts to panic as she hears loud, distressed underwater screams all around her. After she surfaces and disturbed by what she just heard, she goes down again to try to figure out just what is going on. This time, there are no screams. Brianna is baffled by what just happened and posts her strange, unexplained video to TikTok. Now, of course, many viewers accuse Brianna of adding a fake audio track to her dive video. So, to prove them wrong, Brianna posts again, this time showing the footage directly from her GoPro camera.
So, people are asking what camera I use. GoPro 7 works perfectly fine for me. I cracked it a little bit, but I use the case.
Definitely not a voiceover though, so I'm going to show you the video straight out of my GoPro. Just like how I recorded it. So you can hear. Voiceover or an edit or anything like that. So.
Now, paranormal or not, the strange underwater screams are absolutely unnerving. 12 years ago, a band in Veracruz, Mexico was playing their final gig, as one of their members was about to move to another town. At the time, they didn't notice anything unusual about the event at all. But later, as the guys rewatched the video of their performance, they noticed something that chills them to their core. For this one, there's probably no reason to ask, but did you see it? Lurking behind the TV in the right corner, a ghastly-looking girl with what seems to be a pale and distorted face seems to be peeking out at the band. What's even weirder is that if we cut to different segments of the video, the strange pale girl has disappeared. The guys in the band believe that this bizarre figure might be the ghost of a friend of theirs who took her own life years earlier, perhaps dropping in for one last goodbye at the band's final performance. Caught live on camera. This next creepy clip was sent in by John Robinson, who goes by the streamer name J-Rob. Now, John frequently goes live on YouTube with his friends to talk sports and debate their favorite players and teams. But during one of these late night live streams, something happens that shocks them all to their core.
Hard. I think y'all need to build off of those two people and a couple of more pieces. I do like RJ Barrett, but I don't know, it might be time for him to go as well. You never really know. So I say you just build off of those people. Was that a ghost?
I just personally...
Oh, yo, Junebug, chill out.
Yo, that wasn't even a person.
Junebug, chill out. I got time for this.
Yo, did we catch a ghost on stream?
Bro, stop.
No, stop it. Stop it. Run it back. I gotta run it back.
Hey, I didn't see it. I didn't see anything, man. I was looking.
I will turn on the lights. Stop playing, bro. I'm looking at it right now. I'm
gonna go look at it right now because bro.
What? Junebug, what happened?
That was not a person, bro.
Bro, chill out. What are y'all talking about? J-Rob, stop playing.
Hey, y'all chill out, man. Hold up, man. I ain't with this.
Bro, go watch it for yourself.
Run it back. Somebody run back the clip. Please, somebody run back this clip.
Oh,
bro.
Oh, my God. Somebody clip that.
Run it back at 5 minutes.
An unexplained dark figure seems to walk past John's friend Chris, even though Chris is completely alone at home. Now freaked out, Chris turns on the light and comes back to watch.
Definitely, like they the dope up, bro. Like,
what the hell, bro? What the f was that?
I ain't even smoking.
I'm not playing no J-Rob.
I'm smoking on that dark.
Hold on. Wait, Chris, you saw it? Did I see it, bro?
Yo, what the f was
bro,
that?
And then Chris looked both ways like he felt his energy, like, bro.
Hey, Chris.
I felt like a cold chill, but honestly, bro.
Oh my God.
Chris, you might want to go out there. I haven't looked at it yet. I'm gonna look at it all after the fact. I ain't look at it yet.
But context, yo, I don't know what the hell happened, but apparently like something just like walked past me.
Oh
bro.
my
And
God.
I feel like it chilled, and then like all of a sudden, these J-Rob, Junebug, they start wilding out. I'm just like, yo, like what the hell is happening? Like, yo, like a ghost just went past you. A ghost?
There's something just went past you.
Yo, Jay, I'm about to look at the video right now. Hold on.
I'm not.
I've never seen anything like this in my life. Like, I'm not gonna lie, fellas. Like, I can't even. I'm so distracted. I'm so distracted right now, bro. Like, I can't even answer your question because I cannot believe what I just saw.
God.
Chris explains that he felt a chill when, whatever this is, walked behind him, and he looked back, but didn't see anything. As more of their friends join the live stream, the whole group decides to watch the clip together.
Oh, what's that?
What's that? What the hell was that?
I don't know. I don't know
what he was saying.
Bruh, I ain't never seen
Bruh. Primo, you missed it. Oh, no.
I saw that. I saw that.
I felt, bruh.
I saw that. I saw that.
Chill, I'm telling you. It was.
I saw that.
Look.
Oh, I saw that.
So, what do you think happened here? Did Chris's live webcam accidentally capture a ghostly apparition live on YouTube? Chris seems almost a little embarrassed about it. By the way, it should be mentioned that none of John/J Rob's live streams have anything to do with the paranormal. If you want to take a look for yourself, you can watch this entire live broadcast over on John's YouTube channel, J Rob. One last goodbye. Back in September, veterinary student Mary Carmen Flores from Arequipa, Peru, adopted a sweet little Labrador that she named Scott. The two quickly bonded but only enjoyed a few months together before Scott was tragically found dead in Mary Carmen's home. Mary Carmen was absolutely devastated by the sudden loss of the very healthy dog and wanted an explanation. She suspected that some horrible person might have actually poisoned her dog. So Mary Carmen started searching through her CCTV footage to find answers. But instead, she found something else entirely. Something she was not prepared for. The CCTV footage shows Mary Carmen at the gate as her family arrives home. Her dog Scott can be seen happily greeting the group. But here is where it gets weird, because this footage was recorded after the dog had passed away. In tears, Mary Carmen explains that she believes Scott's spirit came to say goodbye to her and her family. She shared the video to TikTok in dedication to the sweet dog's memory. To this day, Mary Carmen still has no idea of what caused Scott the little Labrador's death, but she's grateful to have found the footage of Scott's final greeting and goodbye to the family. Highway horror. It's 4 a.m. and truck driver William Church is driving down an empty highway just outside of Phoenix, Arizona. He suddenly spots something in front of him that makes his blood run cold. William's truck dashcam records the moment when a translucent figure appears to be standing on the right lane of the highway. The truck driver can't believe his eyes, but he's not the only one who spots the bizarre figure. Sitting next to him in the passenger seat is his truck driving partner, Erica Lake. she is also shocked by the sudden appearance of this strange apparition on the road.
At first, I thought it was a human, and then when you can't really see the face and the top of the body up, I was kind of, I wonder what, and then we were thinking about maybe it's a ghost.
I actually twitched the wheel to miss whoever it was.
The highway they are on, Arizona State Route 87, is notorious for its many deadly accidents where countless lives have been tragically cut short. Adding to the mystery, the figure they capture appears to have no upper torso or head. So did the two truckers capture proof of the paranormal? Or just what do you think this is? Let me know. This next creepy video was uploaded to TikTok by Rosie B from Michigan. The home security clip shows Rosie's daughter strolling through the kitchen when the toddler seems to have a very odd and chilling encounter. At first, the girl appears to be talking to someone that we can't see, when suddenly something seems to try to yank a plastic container of snacks right out of her hand. Whatever it is then seems to go after her toy box. The toddler puts up a fight and wins, and then just walks away, seemingly angry at whoever or whatever was grabbing at her things. Later, when Rosie asks her daughter about what happened, the little girl says that a young boy and girl were trying to take away her toys. But looking at the video, there's just no one there. At least no one that we can see. So is the little girl fighting over toys with the ghosts of two children? Let me know what you think. Tunnel vision. This next video was sent in to popular Japanese ghost hunting team Clipstore by a man who claims that the footage was recorded by his now deceased older brother. The man says that his brother was a big fan of the paranormal and often spent his free time exploring well-known ghost spots in Japan. So one day his brother decides to film an allegedly haunted tunnel somewhere in Fukuoka Prefecture, Japan. He has an encounter that is absolutely terrifying. Did you see it? After the man hears a creepy unexplained voice coming from right behind him, he quickly spins around to see an ominous dark figure standing right in front of him. A shadowy shape that had not been there only seconds before. Absolutely terrified, the man makes a run for it. But the story gets even weirder. Because a few weeks later, the man who recorded this video passed away in a freak accident. This horrifying video was found on the man's phone. It was the last video that he recorded before his death. So the Clipstore team tracks down the location, but they don't really find anything unusual during their investigation. So could it be that the man accidentally recorded real paranormal phenomena? And could this have somehow led to him losing his life in such a tragic way? Let me know. A haunted hello. Christine Wright from the paranormal investigation team CVS Paranormal sets out all alone to explore the so-called, quote, Pirates Graveyard in Portland, England. The scenic cemetery was built way back in 1475 and has gotten its odd nickname from the many gravestones that feature carvings of skulls and crossbones. Christine finds herself completely alone when suddenly something happens that she still can't explain to this day.
Completely out of the way, so nobody... Hello. Oh, hello. Oh. Oh. What? Hello? Sure, I saw somebody shouted hello then, or said hello.
Christine is all alone when she hears something behind her, and as she turns, she hears a woman nearby clearly say hello.
Completely out of the way, so nobody... Hello. Oh, hello. Oh. Hello. Oh, hello. Hello. Oh, hello. Oh.
A bit shocked, she immediately answers back, hello. But there's no one there. In fact, there's not even anyone else in the entire area that she's exploring. So could it be that the Pirates Graveyard in Portland, England is haunted by the ghosts of those who are laid to rest there? Let me know. It looks back. Over on the channel, RX Files explore Indonesian paranormal investigator Chu does a live solo investigation of the infamously haunted Tayu Hospital on the Indonesian island of Java. Tayu Hospital was built way back in 1933, and over its 80-year history, it began to develop a very bizarre reputation. Many patients who were treated at Tayu Hospital claimed to see the ghostly figure of an old nurse roaming its hallways. They also said that they had seen the terrifying apparitions of patients who had passed away inside the old hospital. And some even claimed to experience horrible hallucinations, like bloody footprints running up the walls that no one else could see. Tayu Hospital closed its doors in 2015 and has been left abandoned ever since. Paranormal investigator Chu is completely alone with nothing but a flashlight and his phone as he broadcasts his investigation live to his streaming audience. As Chu roams the hospital grounds, he starts to hear a few strange sounds here and there, but it doesn't seem to bother him. But then, Chu begins to ask that the alleged spirits that haunt the hospital let him know that they are there. And this is when things start to get creepy.
Udah, suara-suara saja. Tunjukkan semua ejakulasi kalau memang kalian ada di sini. Lingkau.
A hospital stretcher moves by itself, frightening Chu so much that he begins to shake uncontrollably. But things are about to get much worse. Chu decides that he's had enough of the outdoors and heads inside to explore the hospital's halls and rooms. But he starts to hear the disturbing sound of a bell ringing from somewhere inside the building. When he looks for the source, something happens that shocks him to his core.
Weh, banyak kekli otak. Ya! Ada, ya Allah, ya Allah.
The exit door slams shut right behind him and an ominous voice can be heard. But most terrifying of all, something seems to quickly peek out at Chu from inside one of the hospital rooms. Chu is terrified and quickly heads for another section of the hospital. But as Chu continues to explore, things just seem to get worse and worse.
Astagfirullahaladzim, ya Allah.
Chu jumps when he suddenly sees what appears to be the eerie apparition of a girl standing just inside an empty storage room. Gathering all of his courage, he charges toward the creepy figure, but it disappears into thin air. Chu is now seriously freaked out and just wants to leave, but his live audience has other ideas. He gets bombarded with requests in his live chat to go back inside the hospital just one more time and explore some of the abandoned rooms. As you might guess, it did not go well.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Saya ngecium bau nggak enak teman-teman di sini. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allah. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allah. Ancok matamu. Astagfirullahaladzim ya Allahu Akbar ya Allah. Ya Allah, gue apa kepenceng mana jantung anjing.
Chu freezes when he spots a woman in what looks like a hospital gown sitting on a bed inside one of the hospital rooms. She doesn't move, but her head seems to drop backwards to look at Chu as if it's not attached to her body. And with that, Chu has had enough. He ends his live stream and just gets out of there. So what do you think is going on here? Could the hospital really be haunted? Either way, real or not, whatever that is absolutely terrifying. When bad things come to those who wait. This next mysterious video was shared to the internet without a source. The footage appears to have been recorded by a CCTV camera inside a restaurant while the staff is finishing up work and cleaning up for the night. What happens next is shocking. A mop and a bucket can be seen sliding across the restaurant floor by itself. But most horrifying of all, some kind of invisible force violently grabs the waitress by her hair and pulls her backwards out of frame. Now, without a source, we don't know what happened next. But I'm imagining lots of screaming and running. Bucksgrave Road. Friends David and Dell from the YouTube channel Signs and Signals are driving down a creepy back road called Buck's Grave Road in Carlisle, South Carolina. David and Dell say that when they were kids, they witnessed some very strange things out on Buck's Grave Road, such as odd, unexplainable lights and orbs. So, while driving down the narrow dirt road shooting some B-roll for their video in the car, they experienced something absolutely unnerving.
I think that's enough B-roll there.
Yeah.
You don't want to waste up all the battery already.
The camera's battery's getting what's that?
Deal. What the deal?
I'm zooming in, I can't.
Deal,
what the
what the are you supposed to do?
Ain't nobody supposed to be out here? Oh, that just walked in the woods. Where's the headlamp at? The headlamp should be right there. Like he didn't, like he stopped. Did he turn off the light? Can you see in there?
No, I can't see.
I'm zoomed in. I can't hardly see.
Zoom in, don't zoom in, don't zoom in. It ain't gonna help, it ain't gonna help.
What the f? What you gonna? What the f are you doing?
The content play.
What the f are you talking about? The content play. David, what the hell are you doing?
Hello?
I already tried that. He don't want none.
I'm trying to hear.
You dumb motherfucker. Okay, come on. This is some dumb shit. This ain't even what we're supposed to be here for.
Dude, I couldn't hear or see anything out there. It's so pitch black.
Damn. Dude, go! Dude!
To this day, David and Dell say that they have no idea who or what the creepy stranger could have been. And paranormal or not, they claim that they have never been so scared in all their life. So, did they encounter some creep in the remote woods? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this entire video and many more spooky moments over on their YouTube channel, Signs and Signals. The Witching Board. Popular paranormal live streamer Ricky Velasquez and his wife Liz traveled to an allegedly haunted house somewhere out in the middle of nowhere in Mexico. Now apparently the story of this place is truly dark and disturbing because Ricky will only mention that the house was once home to an extremely large family named Hernandez. Apparently some tragic and unspeakable event occurred at the Hernandez home, and most of the family, including many women and children, lost their lives. Now, whatever did happen, apparently it was so horrific that many people still leave candles at the house to pay their respects to this day. So after exploring the downstairs, Ricky and Liz head up to the second floor. And that's when they begin to experience something that makes their blood run cold. Ricky is broadcasting their exploration live on YouTube. And as he reads comments from his live stream audience, this happens.
¿Fuiste tú? No, man. Bebé, háblale tú. No sé.
Hola.
The couple hears very strange sounds from somewhere on the top floor. Banging, moaning, and even what sounds like the voice of a young child. So now, in an attempt to make contact with the dead, Ricky and Liz decide to use a Ouija board. And as you might have guessed, it did not go well. During the Ouija board session, the couple continues to hear disturbing sounds coming from the house. Then something happens that absolutely scares the shit out of them.
¿Estás aquí con nosotros?
¡Liz! ¡Muévete de aquí! ¡Muévete! ¡Muévete!
While using the Ouija board, Liz asks, "Are you here with us?" To which a terrifying little voice replies, "Yes." Ricky believes that he hears the voice coming from right behind him. So he looks through a clothing rack that is nearby and sees the horrifying, deathly pale face of a woman. The couple has had enough and they just run out of there as fast as they can. Now, keep in mind that all of this was broadcast live on YouTube. So whether it's real or not, it would have been much harder to fake. But whether it is real or fake, the footage is definitely very creepy. But if you want to take a look at the video for yourself, you can watch this entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Ricky Velasquez. So after many requests and 8 months later, Nuke's Top 5 merch is back. We've got shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got coffee mugs, we've got stuff for your dog, we've got stuff for your cat. We've got stuff you probably never even wanted to begin with, but nevertheless, we've got it. So be sure to check out the all-new merch store at nukestop5.com. The Abandoned Arcade. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't able to find a source for this next video, but from what I have gathered, the footage was captured by security cameras at an abandoned pachinko arcade in Nagano, Japan. It is said that the ghost of a young girl is often seen inside this abandoned arcade. The CCTV footage seems to show a policeman investigating after an alarm in the abandoned arcade was set off by something. What happens next is downright chilling. What looks like the figure of a young girl can be seen following the policeman, but he doesn't see or hear anything. When the policeman turns to leave, the girl can be seen suddenly crouching nearby. Now, because there's no source, we'll probably just never know what happened. So, the footage remains unexplained. Get me out of here. A group of friends are having a great time in Torreon, Mexico when they decide to go on a very popular tourist attraction, the Cristo de la Noa's cable car ride. The cable car provides beautiful scenery of the city as it transports tourists up the mountain and through the streets of Torreon. With such a spectacular bird's eye view of the city, the group of friends can't help but take a video to capture the moment. But what happens on this particular ride is very disturbing.
Mándale saludos a Roy que está allá para acá. ¿Estás transmitiendo, amigo? Sí. Está transmitiendo. ¿Qué se siente sola? ¿Sí oyeron? ¿Una niña que se siente sola? No, una niña no.
What sounds like the voice of a little girl can be heard screaming in terror, and the group has no idea where the voice is coming from. Now, after the video was shared on Facebook, many shocked viewers believe they hear the girl say, quote, "Get me out of here. I feel alone." But unfortunately, I don't speak Spanish. So if you do, please let me know what you think the girl is saying down in the comments. Did the group accidentally capture a paranormal event on camera? You decide. Bearer of bad news. Popular urban explorers Matt and Andy from the YouTube channel Finders Beepers History Seekers are back with another exploration at an abandoned farmhouse in Yorkshire, England. This time they bring along their third team member, a cute little dog named Bear. They gear Bear up with a GoPro camera and a flashlight, and he starts to roam around the dark abandoned house. But unlike any of their previous explorations, Bear immediately begins to act very strange. The little dog sniffs around, running from room to room as if he's trying to find something.
Bear, go find it. Go find it. Find it. Where is it?
There's something weird about this place. I feel like we've just had the worst start to a video ever because Bear's just all over the place, and I don't know what you're doing, snorting up.
Got dust up his nose.
Oh, I noticed cupboards, to be fair. What we got in here? We've got not very much in the bottom. Is there anything in the... What was that? Do you like a whistle? Where's Bear? Bear?
Where are you going?
My concern is that... Oh, he's upstairs. Bear?
What was that?
Bear? Bear? Oh, he's coming now. That worried me. I thought he'd hurt himself or something, or...
I don't whimper.
Yeah. You little fool. There's something going on with you today. Unless he's caught something.
As the guys continue to explore the downstairs of the farmhouse, little Bear sneaks away again to take another look upstairs. Matt and Andy are sorting through a pile of old books when something happens that is very unsettling.
Anyway, I want to have a quick look on this bed, see if I can find anything else.
What are you doing?
What is it? What you found? I wonder if there's someone outside.
The little dog Bear barks and then comes charging back down the stairs. Wondering what caused the dog's strange reaction, the Finders Beepers team decides to head upstairs to check the second floor of the farmhouse. They look into one of the upstairs bedrooms, and that's when things take a terrifying turn.
What ear is that? What even is it? Like, is it out of a bathroom or something?
Like an old bathroom cabinet.
That's
We've got the USB.
And then that's... How's that got a lock on it though for a bathroom cabinet? That makes no sense at all. Someone has just run down those stairs. Where is it, Ben? Hello? Hello?
Take a look down the staircase, but there's no one there. Now the guys head back downstairs, And after a careful search, they don't find anyone in the house. So they decide to check the footage on Bear's GoPro camera. And what they find is truly chilling.
Bear, what are you doing? He's covered in cobwebs. Absolutely covered. Do you know the way of doing this? We can watch his footage back. I'll have to do it on his camera.
Yeah.
Come on.
In the footage, the poor little doggo jumps back in fear as he barks and quickly runs back downstairs to Matt and Andy.
In my pants now. Absolutely in my pants. But yeah, we'd come up here, and whoever it was, from what I can see, I can't even go downstairs ever again. I'm living up here now. Yeah, it's here, look. They've been under there. Whoever it was under that bed. Yeah, but this is horrible, Andy. I can deal with spooky, ghosty things, but real people...
People are just unpredictable.
If they're laying under a bed in an abandoned house, there's something not right in first place. What the thing is, right, if Bear hadn't alerted us to it, what would happen when we came upstairs?
God knows.
That's the thing that worries me.
Somebody under bed has just jumped out and grabbed me.
Yeah, just grabbed your legs from under bed. It's like every child's nightmare, isn't it?
Trust me, I wouldn't have been in here.
I would have been booting him in the head.
There'd have been an Andrew-shaped hole in the door. Trying to get out. Honest to God. I won't do anything about. Forget it.
Finders, Beepers, History Seekers. The end of the Zark haunting. Now you might remember a little while back we featured an Indian family who claimed that their apartment was haunted by a poltergeist.
It's coming from the cupboard.
Could you please drop?
Well, as an update to this story, the father Zark says that he has decided to end the channel because now his family has finally moved to a new home. But Zark posted one final video from their old apartment that might be their creepiest video yet. Zark hears a child crying in their living room and thinks that it's his son. But just as he enters the room, he sees a semi-transparent child run toward the hall. In the dark, Zark can't tell that something just doesn't quite look right, and he runs after the child, thinking that it's his own son. But just then, his wife yells to him from the other room to say that their son is still safe in bed, snug under the covers and not crying at all. So Zark has no idea who or what this is. Cut back to current day and Zark says that the channel is now over. But was the Zark Scary Haunting channel for real? Or was it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Abandoned Graveyard. Paranormal investigator Ian from the YouTube channel Midwest Ghost Hunter is back on another investigation. This time at the allegedly haunted Vicksburg Cemetery in Renville County, Minnesota. The old graveyard is abandoned, overgrown, and hidden away deep in the Minnesota woods. In the 1870s, the cemetery was part of the thriving town of Vicksburg, but the village is now nothing more than a ghost town, perhaps quite literally. You see, visitors to the cemetery have reported seeing and hearing supernatural activity, and locals warn tourists to stay away from the graveyard at night. Midwest Ghost Hunter, aka Ian, soon finds out why.
All right. Entering the cemetery. All right, I'm coming over to visit. I hope you don't mind. Oh my gosh. This whole grave is in shambles. I'm sorry that your tombstone has been destroyed. What happened? Is it vandalized? Whoa. Okay, I just heard you.
Ian finds a headstone that seems to have been smashed to pieces, and when he asks whether the headstone has been vandalized, a quiet little voice seems to whisper, "Yeah." The investigator is shocked by what he just heard. He believes that the spirit he is talking to might be associated with the smashed headstone. So he tries again.
If you're still here, could you tell me your name? Because unfortunately there's really no way for me to tell. I really don't want to dig around your grave shambles, because I don't want to damage it any further. You don't have to be shy, ma'am. As I said, I'm just here to visit. I'm here with nothing but respect. I'm getting eaten up by mosquitoes right now, but that's okay. It's worth it. If I could just hear your voice one more time. Whoa. Thank you. Oh my gosh. I heard that. I heard you once again. Whoa, you just drained my battery too. Dang, dude.
Ian asks to hear the spirit's voice one more time, and this time a soft voice seems to answer, "It's lonely here." Ian decides to explore more of the cemetery, and when he reaches another gravestone, something happens that he just can't explain.
Oh, whoa, whoa! What the hell was that?
Suddenly, the fence begins rattling by itself without reason.
Oh, whoa, whoa! Oh, whoa, whoa! That sounded like the fence. Did you just rattle this fence? What's your name? Here, I could try to read your grave. What does that say? Nanny? Is your name Nanny? Whoa. Okay. I take that as a yes. Thank you. Is there anybody else that's buried here? Whoa, I just heard your voice. Could you say it once more? Dude, oh my God, I just heard you again.
I just received an intelligent response from what sounds like a ghostly little girl, and now realize that there actually may be two spirits haunting this gravesite. Nanny Bickle, who passed away at the age of 5, and Ida Bickle, who passed away at age 7.
After the fence surrounding two gravestones rattles on its own and the voice of a little girl seems to respond, Ian decides to take some pictures. What happens next is absolutely unnerving.
Pose for the photo. Could you smile? All right, I'm gonna count to 3, okay? And I want you to pose for this photo. 1, 2, 3.
If you look at this photo closely, there appears to be 2 misty little girls staring into the camera from the gravesite. They both appear to be in their adolescence, have long hair, and dark beady eyes. In the photo taken afterwards, they are completely gone.
2 misty apparitions that look like little girls appear in one of Ian's pictures, sitting right next to what he believes is their own gravestone. So is old abandoned Vicksburg Cemetery truly haunted? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Midwest Ghost Hunter. Unwanted guest. In this next creepy video, 2 police officers are alerted by an Airbnb homeowner who suspects someone has broken into her house.
How's it going? What seems to be the problem?
I left for a while to go shopping, and when I came home, the door is open. I think somebody broke in.
The homeowner says the house should be empty, but is worried that an intruder might be inside. The 2 officers make their way into the house as their body cameras record the entire incident.
Police! If anyone's here, make yourself known.
One of the officers is checking out the downstairs bedroom, and this is when things start to get weird.
Anyone inside?
A loud bang can be heard, and at the same time, strange interference comes through the radio. The officer now heads upstairs, and his body cam starts to experience strange video glitches. What happens next is downright chilling.
Police! Anyone inside, make yourself known.
Downstairs clear. Upstairs clear?
Yeah, we're good.
Now, understandably, this police officer is done with this house. 2 doors open on their own without explanation, and when the officer is about to go downstairs, the loud sound of charging footsteps or stomping can be heard right behind him. He swings around, but again, no one there. This footage was later released as the officer claimed to have experienced paranormal activity while inside the house. So just what do you think is going on here? Is this Airbnb haunted? Let me know down in the comments. The Shadowy Shepherd. This next creepy video was captured by Twitter user Eldar Glorfindel. Eldar says that he and his friends were about to head home after spending a day at the beach in the city of Niterói, Brazil. They spotted a lone goat trotting down the street. So Eldar decides to take a quick video of the goat to share with his friends on social media, kind of as a joke. But his friends are shocked when they spot something that Eldar did not see.
Qual é, mano? Do nada, bode, mano. Bode, do nada.
Some eerie figure can be seen watching Eldar and his friends from the shadows. Eldar's baffled and swears that he and his friends didn't see anyone standing there at the time. But whoever or whatever it is, the goat does seem to take notice. So what do you think is going on here? Let me know down in the comments.
Qual é, mano? Do nada, bode, mano. Bode, do nada.
Run. Japanese paranormal investigator Takeuchi from the YouTube channel Takeuchi Camera travels to the old abandoned Shiriwa village in Japan. The village is now a ghost town. It has been completely abandoned for over 28 years. Centuries-old graves of former residents can be found hidden away between the decaying homes. Locals like to say that these days, the only residents of Shiriwa village are the dead. In the dark of night, Takeuchi begins to hear unnerving sounds coming from all around him as he explores. He starts to get a little freaked out and decides to take out his thermal camera to get a better look at what could be hiding in the dark. What he sees shocks him to his core.
めっちゃ周りからバチバチ音聞こえるから気づかれてないやつやけどよしほらほらほらほらほらほらなんか来てるなんか来てるちょっと待ってちょっと待ってなんかおるなんかおるちょっと待ってほらなんかおるなんかおるマジほらマジマジマジマジマジマジマジほらなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるなんかおるってほらちょっと待って近づいてみようか気づかれてないまだおるまだおるまだおるよしほらおるから完全におるなんかマジマジ完全におるよしよしよしいけいけいけいけ今 よし、今はい、チーズ。よし、取れた。ちょっと待って、取れた。いけた。取れたか。あれ、ちょっと待って、何も映ってない。嘘やろ。明らかにおる。なんかおる。マジでおる。何してんの。何どういうこと。何してんの。マジでおる。なんかおるんよ。ちょっと待って。
The thermal camera captures a heat pattern that resembles a human shape. But when Takeuchi looks around with his own naked eye, he can't see anyone. Suddenly, the figure charges toward Takeuchi, and in a panic, the investigator runs for his life. And with this, Takeuchi has had enough and just leaves. So could this be the angry spirit of a villager who passed away in the old abandoned Shiriwa village? Let me know what you think. Dashing out of the woods. Nuke's top 5 viewer Martin and his wife are out delivering food for DoorDash, driving through a wooded area near Chesapeake, Virginia. Suddenly, they spot something truly disturbing.
Oh,
what was that?
I don't know.
What the
Isn't that a
I don't know what the it was. I'm getting out of here.
I thought it was
It's not a deer.
Me too. No, I thought it was like a reflection of
It was not a reflection. There was no water to reflect off of. I don't know what the it was.
It was not a deer?
No, it wasn't a deer. I know what a deer looks like. I don't know what the that was. I'm getting.
Did you see it? A strange figure can be seen running out of the woods at a super fast speed, and then it disappears into the darkness on the other side of the road. Now, you certainly can't blame him, but Martin doesn't want any part of this. He jams his foot down on the gas and just gets out of there, while his girlfriend kind of giggles at him a little bit. But now Martin got the best view of this figure, and he says that something on 2 legs just jumped from the trees and ran right across the road. Martin says that whatever it was looked humanoid, but he has no clue what it could have been. So what do you think Martin and his wife captured on their dash cam? Let me know down in the comments. The lights and go full screen, because it's the top 20 scariest ghost videos of the year. The Tower of Terror. In what's supposed to be the happiest place on earth, an ominous mock grand hotel towers above the awestruck, happy crowd below. The Twilight Zone Tower of Terror in Disney's California Adventure Park is a free-fall ride that's dedicated to the popular TV show, The Twilight Zone. Now, over the years, the Tower of Terror attraction became known for one particularly creepy real-life ghost story. It is said that a Disney cast member suddenly suffered a massive heart attack and passed away while welcoming guests onto the ride. Many visitors and employees claim to have seen his ghost and have reported random noises and flickering of the lights, even when the ride is not in operation. Sam Worth was visiting the park and recorded videos to capture the fun trip with his family. To his surprise, he also captured something he did not expect at the Tower of Terror. strange translucent apparition can be seen on one of the levels at the Tower of Terror. Now, many of Sam's viewers believe the figure to simply be another hologram on the ride. But I looked through hours of footage of this ride on YouTube and I have not found any evidence of there being a hologram at this particular spot on the ride. In fact, this is the area on the ride where a picture is taken of the guests. So the creepy apparition remains a mystery. But Sam isn't the only one who captured bizarre footage on the Tower of Terror. In this next video, a maintenance man is doing a routine safety and quality check on the Disney ride. He's completely alone. Or is he? The uncut footage is over 2 minutes long, but to save time, I just cut the video down to the spookiest parts. Did you see it? A bizarre figure appears on a seat behind the maintenance man, but it's only visible for less than a second, 3/20ths of a second to be exact. The figure then moves 2 seats away right next to the oblivious worker, and it appears 2 more times. Again, I checked to make sure that there are no hologram effects in place in the seating area, and there are none. Also, the hologram effects that appear on the ride show multiple characters, and none of them are seated as these figures appear to be. So it seems very unlikely that this would be a reflection. So just what is this? Could it be that the spirit of the man who suddenly lost his life on the Disney ride is still around? Or is it just some very, very strange light reflection? You decide. Mirror, mirror. Paranormal investigator Amy from the YouTube channel Shadowhunters UK TV is joined by fellow ghost hunters Moxley's Paranormal and Ghosts on Trent as they stay at the infamously haunted 30 East Drive in Pontefract, England. They say that long ago on this very same location, a monk was hanged for taking the life of a young girl. The house is said to be haunted by his angry spirit, which they call the Black Monk. Throughout the house, there are CCTV cameras installed, and one of them captures a very bizarre and chilling event as Amy simply looks at herself in the upstairs bedroom mirror.
She makes like a creepy smile.
Amy's face appears to distort into a horrifying gaping maw. Her mouth opens up to such an impossible extent that the investigators believe that they might have captured a paranormal transfiguration. The video is definitely very creepy and doesn't appear to be a digital glitch. But just what do you think happened here? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch the full 2-part investigation at the haunted 30 East Drive over on the YouTube channel Shadowhunters UK TV. Nuke's Top 5 merch. So just a quick little ad, but I finally got Nuke's Top 5 merch. We have spooky t-shirts, mugs, hoodies, and other things that we'll be adding by the time this video is posted. You can order stuff online at nukestop5.myshopify.com or in the merch shelf under this video. Also, there's a link to the Nuke's Top 5 store in the video description. And to make sure that you get your stuff by Christmas, be sure to order by Monday, December 12th. And yeah, that's only like 2 days away from now. So, sorry about that, but we got everything online as quickly as we possibly could. I've literally been up for days now with no sleep. So order now so you'll get your stuff by the holidays. And I mean, like, order right now, or tomorrow, or very, very soon. Seriously. And thank you guys so much for all your support, and very, very happy holidays to you. The Railway to Nowhere. YouTube gamer and urban explorer Mr. Omega often goes on overnight challenges to explore abandoned and spooky places in his country of New Zealand. This time he plans to stay overnight in the deserted Spooner's Tunnel, an old train pass that was dug out of the mountain by hand back in 1891. Unfortunately, the railway line suffered financial difficulties and the tunnel was never connected to the railway system. The tunnel was eventually closed and dismantled back in 1955. The passageway was dubbed, quote, the Railway to Nowhere. YouTuber Mr. Omega decides that the creepy old abandoned tunnel is the perfect spot to film an overnight challenge.
Okay, here we are here. The only person I have with me is Max. You know, man's best friend and everything. Oh man, look at that. There's a vehicle over there that's burnt out too. Oh man, look at it. Hope it's not a popular spot for people to come up and do gosh knows what. Okay, I'll pull over here. Okay, before we even go into the tunnel, as you can see, it's totally pitch black. It's too dark to go in there without any form or source of light. So that's the next thing we need to get out of the pack. Oh, there's my baby. This is my massive dolphin torch. It's a really good torch, as you can see. It pretty much shone right down to the end of the tunnel there, so this thing will do the trick, I'm sure.
So Mr. Omega and his loyal doggy Max head into the tunnel to find a spot to set up camp for the night.
I've managed to secure myself a place to stay for the night, and as you can see out here, it is totally dark now. The sun's gone right down. There's no more light left. If I turn my light off, now this is the freaky thing. When I turn this light off, it is totally pitch black and silent. You ready? Here we go. Wow. That's spoopy, if you ask me. I feel good having the dog here. Where are you, Max? Max! There you are, there he is. I feel better having my dog with me. I mean, obviously, if I didn't have Max, it'd be a little bit creepy. Obviously, I feel like safer with my dog being here. He will always bark if anyone comes uninvited to visit us in the night. So I'll always wake up. I'm a light sleeper as well, so I'm always going to wake up to hearing Max's bark. Don't know, Max, I'm always going to hear what you're going to say to me.
Around 4 a.m., things start to get really weird. Omega discovers that he has no cell reception inside the tunnel, and so along with dog Max, he heads back to the opening to check his phone. After that, he starts to trek back inside the tunnel, and then this happens.
We're gonna complete our overnight challenge. Yes, yes we do. Alright, Max, let's go back in. Here it is. Woo! Max! Oh, gosh damn tripod. I hear some sort of tune out of it. Max, come here. Come here. Oh, shit. Max. Who's that? Who's that, Max? What the actual? Can you guys hear that? Max, where is it? I don't know if you guys can hear this on the camera, but there's something. What is that? What the? Hello? Max, what is that? Hello? Is there somebody here? That's just creepy as... What the hell? Is anyone here? What is that? Oh! Max! Hurry up! Max! Max! Get home!
A creepy little toy is just lying in the middle of the path, playing a warbly rendition of Happy Birthday. Omega turns around and is shocked out of his skin as he sees a man lurching toward him out of a crevice in the tunnel wall. He just makes a run for it. Now, Mr. Omega says that he is absolutely stunned by what happened. He has no idea why anyone would be hiding in the cold abandoned train tunnel at 4 a.m., especially because the tunnel is in the middle of nowhere, miles away from any house. Another truly baffling part of this incident is that the dog Max did not react at all to the creepy stranger, almost like the man was not even there. And perhaps most disturbing of all, why did whoever this was set out a creepy little toy in the path? Either way, paranormal or not, this encounter is absolutely terrifying. You can watch the entire exploration over on the YouTube channel, Mr. Omega. If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. The Weeper. A little over a year ago, a Japanese man who goes by the name Yama Q was looking for a rental home. He found a nice 40-year-old renovated house in Japan with an incredibly low rental price. Yama was blown away and he happily signed the rental contract right away. But as you might suspect, Yama soon discovered just why the house's rental price was so low. You see, the home carries a bit of a dark history. The house's previous owner tragically passed away inside the home's bathroom from an undisclosed illness. Only 4 months after Yama moves in, strange things begin to happen in the dead of night. Yama Q starts a YouTube channel and begins to record the increasingly spooky activity around his home.
なってる。
Night after night, a mysterious knocking sound can be heard coming from the bathroom. No matter how hard he tries, Yama Q is never able to find the source. He has no idea what could be causing this terrifying phenomenon. One night, Yama is a bit disturbed when a neighborhood dog shows up at his home. The dog is usually quiet and friendly, but this time it seems distressed by something. The dog aggressively growls and barks at something Yama can't see. The next day, he finds the dog back at its neighborhood home, safe and sound and friendly as always. But that certainly isn't the end of Yama Q's paranormal problems. Only 9 months after moving in, he experiences something truly terrifying. A blood-curdling wail can be heard coming from right outside Yama's living room window. But when he goes outside to investigate, the creepy moaning suddenly just stops. As Yama Q's YouTube audience grows, his many shocked viewers request that he get better equipment to capture the supernatural phenomena. Yama orders a thermal imaging camera and waits for his next opportunity to record and capture what's going on in his home. And this is where things take a turn towards the truly bizarre, because 1 month later, this happens. With 2 cameras ready, Yama goes on the attack as he throws boiling hot water at the spot where the weeping voice seems to be coming from. Whatever is making the noise seems to cry out as the scalding water is thrown, and then all goes quiet. But nothing shows up on the thermal imaging camera. To this day, Yama Q still experiences horrifying events at his haunted home in Japan. But is it real? Could the wailing voice and aggressive knocking be the spirit of the previous owner who passed away in the bathroom? Let me know what you think. A window to the soul. So this is a story that starts weird and just gets weirder. But first, a little bit of history. Way back in 1679, Irish Catholic priest Oliver Plunkett was arrested for supporting the Catholic faith, which at the time was considered a serious criminal offense by the English monarchy. He was held in Newgate Prison in London before being executed. And so here's where things get really weird. Over 240 years later, in 1921, Oliver Plunkett's head, yes, just his head, was brought to St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland, where it was put on display in a garish, ornately decorated glass box. The St. Peter's Church also placed on display the prison door of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell from Newgate Prison, where Plunkett was held for 8 months before his execution. YouTube user Vicky Bramshaw was on vacation when she visited St. Peter's Church in Drogheda, Ireland. She is recording the exhibit of Oliver Plunkett's jail cell door when she catches something absolutely unnerving.
This is the door of the cell in Newgate Prison, where St. Oliver Plunkett was imprisoned for 8 months.
He's a very interesting figure, because he was one of the first ecumenical Christian priests.
There is a small opening in the ancient jail cell door, and some pale, ghostly face just seems to peek out of it at them. Vicky says she has no idea what this face could be. She says she has no knowledge of visual effects to fake something like this, and she didn't even notice the face until she reviewed her footage later. So is this the ghost of Oliver Plunkett still peering from his old jail cell door? Or is it just a very, very odd trick of the light? You decide. The Last Stop. This next viral video was shared by multiple social media accounts on the internet, but none of them mentioned the original source. The video shows a man inspecting an old abandoned bus somewhere in the rural countryside of Japan. Of course, as you might expect, things take a terrifying turn. As the man approaches the entrance to the bus, a girl can be seen watching him from the window. He quickly looks inside, but there's no one there. Now, because there's no source, it's impossible to say whether this footage is real or fake. But as always, I leave that up to you to decide. Mistaken identity. The next few videos were uploaded to TikTok by a widower from Tennessee who prefers to keep his identity anonymous. He says that he's experienced some odd things in his house over the last 11 years, but recently the activity has become much more extreme. He sets up security cameras to capture the bizarre incidents, and he says that he believes that the spirit might be the ghost of his beloved deceased wife coming back to visit him. So early one morning before heading out to work, the man walks into the kitchen to discover this.
Well, as you can see, it's morning, guys. This is just a quick update because I got to get to work. But when I got up this morning to get my coffee, I walked into the kitchen and saw this. So I guess you guys were right that activity seems to be picking up because I have been, doing renovations. I replaced all this stuff, this dishwasher, this stove, the oven hood there. But this morning when I came into the kitchen, I noticed the cabinet was open, and then I noticed this chair. So I checked the Ring video, and it definitely freaked me out. So
When he reviews his ring cam footage, it shows a chair sliding all around the kitchen on its own. And then a pale white figure seems to appear from nowhere and violently tosses the chair to the floor. But things are about to take an even more terrifying turn, because one day the man starts to hear something walking up and down his hallway. He goes to investigate, and what happens next chills him to his core.
Hey everyone, remember I said I didn't know how I'd react if this thing started touching me? It started walking towards me. And I feel my hand on my back. And I heard someone whisper. It was faint. But when I heard it walking away from me, I finally felt like I could move, and I ran, the whispering. It wasn't one voice. It was, a lot of people. Because people seemed stuck. They were all saying, help me. Hey guys. My, hall walker is back. I'm gonna go into the hallway and see if I can hear. That sounds like it's down at the end of the hallway. Right back there. Right standing behind me. That was somebody right behind me. It felt like their face was right there. Like they were really tall. That's not my wife.
The man weeps uncontrollably as he explains that he felt a hand on his back and heard multiple voices that seemed to be begging him for help. The man no longer believes that the presence haunting his home is the spirit of his deceased wife. He now believes that it might be multiple spirits, or perhaps even something more sinister. But what do you think is going on here? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Something still lives here. A paranormal investigation team from the YouTube channel RC Fun TV travels to an abandoned house in Battambang, Cambodia. Locals claim that in 1994, the land used to be a graveyard for hundreds of deceased men, women, and children. Eventually, the land was sold and the owner had the cemetery excavated and the bodies burned to make room for his new family home. Shortly after the completion of the house, allegedly several members of the family were repeatedly pulled out of their beds by an invisible force. Soon after, the family began to suffer from horrible, unexplained diseases. Fearing that they were cursed by the angry spirits of the former graveyard, they left the home and never returned. The small wooden house has now been abandoned for over 10 years. The Cambodian paranormal team prepares a ceremonial offering for the restless spirits that might be haunting the home. During the preparation, they are interrupted by something they can't explain.
Okay, Raymond, I don't need you to be Johnson, man. No jumping, no camera, no man. Camera, but I'm only using like a banding. They didn't use the last time for wood crowd, but you know, time for wood crowd. On the two time, con cha một đấy cứ một sòng thọt, bạn một sòng thọt ấy trong đằng hè mua là hai đầu ấy bạn chỉ mình chặt đấy, mình nấu tí đi, còn nấu mình sọc, bạn còn nấu mình bàn, cứ còn miên là vây nấu tí đi, miên thấy nó cứ sòng khởi, bạn cứ sòng khởi nhá, cho dạ, đây rồi, ui từ bộ mặt thục.
The unexpected loud bang sends the host of the RC Fun TV team into a fit of nervous laughter, but they continue their exploration. The team is a little reluctant to climb the rotting wood stairs of the house and instead head around to the back of the building and climb onto the roof. What happens next is downright chilling.
Okay, operator, là đi vào trong cái nghĩa bằng làng đó, trong cái vị nhé, làng đó sầm sầm đó, sầm lông bị cái đó. Và những trong làng ta đó thì nó dừng ai nên bật tiền vậy bông, chi lại, này, đang tao thế đó, tao thế đó, bạn tao thế, này, bông lên, con, anh đang chơi tôi, bông cho này đi cái đá đi, nè, nó bạn, này.
One of the team members comes face to face with a ghoulish, pale apparition peeking out of the window. Out of shock, both team members forget their own safety and just jump right off the side of the roof. Luckily, except for some scratches, bruises, and perhaps some deep psychological scars, the two men are otherwise okay. Now, cut to 2 months later, and the team returns, determined to explore inside the creepy house. During another ceremonial offering, they have no idea what their camera is capturing. Did you see it? The team is completely unaware that something seemed to walk by the window upstairs. After careful deliberation, the two men decide to climb the rotten stairs up to the house. Once inside, they see something absolutely horrifying. In an incredibly bizarre turn, a disembodied head can be seen sitting on top of a wooden support beam. The team's host records as he runs away in fright. When the guys go back upstairs, there are no signs of the head, nor are there any signs of anyone or anything having ever been there. So did the investigators capture the paranormal activity that drove away the home's owners? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch this full 2-part investigation over on the YouTube channel RC Fun TV. Cradle Creeper. Proud parents Kaylee and Stuart have a TikTok account dedicated to their newborn daughter, Rin May. The account usually chronicles happy experiences from the young family's life. So when this next video was posted, their viewers were shocked. Night vision cameras first capture a bizarre unexplained shadow in the upper left corner of the room. Then what seems like a creepy little hand can be seen clawing at little Rin May's crib mattress. The newborn sleeps right through it, but Dad Stuart hears the noise and wakes up. And just as Stuart looks over at the crib, the hand quickly disappears out of sight. Parents Kaylee and Stuart are very disturbed by the incident and say that they have no idea what they captured on camera. The final night. Alexander Labuzov from Russia says that he's been living in the same apartment for over 3 years when suddenly and inexplicably strange paranormal things began to happen around his home. Loud, unexplained noises would wake him up in the middle of the night. Things around the house would move on their own. And scariest of all, one night when he was in bed, sound asleep, someone or something suddenly grabbed onto his wrist, squeezing hard. He jerked his arm away and lurched out of bed, searching his room. But there was no one there. He says that the paranormal activity in his apartment just increased over time, until eventually he decided to just move out. So Alex is set to move out of his apartment the next day, but he decides to try to record the strange supernatural activity one last time. This video was meant to be Alex's last night in his apartment. First, he sits in front of his camera and explains what's been going on in his apartment. As he's talking, he hears something strange.
Я сразу же вскочил. Включил свет. Это не может не напугать. Просто знакомый звук. Изредка я услышал, похож.
Something moves somewhere in the apartment, and Alex believes it might have been the kitchen cabinet door. He decides to set up his camera in his bedroom and leaves for 2 hours to meet up with a friend.
Алло? Да, сейчас приеду, ага. Давай.
Alex turns off the light and leaves. But what happens while he's gone is truly bizarre. Alex returns home and just goes to bed. The next day, he discovers that his landlord is unavailable to pick up his apartment keys. And after reviewing his footage, Alex is unsatisfied with the potato quality video he has recorded in his dark apartment. So, he decides to stay one more night, this time leaving the camera recording, but with the lights on. Just like the night before, he again leaves to meet up with a friend. The camera captures something downright creepy. Alex is shocked when he comes home as he discovers that his camera has somehow flipped upside down all on its own. He grabs the camera and begins to film his thoughts on the strange situation. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
Я смотрю, у нас сегодня рыбный день. Охереть вообще. Что там осталось? Слушай, ну вообще жесть. Ну что могу сказать? Это был последний день, поэтому мы уже... Блядь! О. До усрачки. Ё... Это можно вообще... О, блядь. Так.
A pair of legs can be seen standing right behind Alex in the doorway. The legs appear to have no torso and disappear before Alex can even turn around. So, did Alex capture proof of the paranormal in his apartment? Or is it illusion? I leave it up to you to decide. The ghost of the mosh pit. Now, most of the time we think of creepy paranormal video as occurring in the dark, and maybe in creepy old abandoned places. But here's a video that's from a live daytime heavy metal music festival in San Bernardino, California in 2011. And just watch very closely, because it's about to get weird. So a very big guy goes charging into the mosh pit when suddenly he seems to get clotheslined by someone or something that is completely invisible, and he goes flying backwards. Now, that would be weird enough, but his friend helps him up, and then he seems to get forcefully yanked backwards again by some unseen force. He even seems to get dragged backwards along the ground. So is this just the ghost of an angry metal fan? Is this guy just an incredible mime? Or what happened here? You tell me. Cries from Beyond. This next video was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Peter Canova. Peter explains in his email that his friend was remodeling a house in Des Moines, Iowa that had been abandoned for over 10 years. Peter's friend shared a chilling video that was recorded by a tile installer named Javier.
Verga, si se escucha más. Estoy aquí en la casa de remodelación. Acabo de rellenar, hicimos ese shower y esto. Desde hace rato vengo escuchando un llanto como de niño. Oigan. Pero el pedo es de que aquí en la casa esta pues, no hay, están todos los cuartos vacíos. Y me da miedo ir al basement, pero a ver, deja checar, porque allá afuera no hay nada. Hola. La verga. No hay nada. Güey, no mames. No mames.
The loud cries of a child can be heard coming from the basement. Javier checks every room but finds no one. Suddenly, there's an unexplained loud bang from somewhere, and Javier makes a run for it. Javier refuses to ever return to the house again.
Güey, no mames.
Hanging around. Japanese paranormal investigator Gachan from the YouTube channel Clip Store sets out to investigate a creepy old abandoned house in Nagasaki, Japan. The house is said to be extremely haunted. Locals claim that there is a sinister curse on the property after a family mysteriously passed away inside the home under absolutely horrible circumstances almost 15 years ago. As the home is fairly small, Gachan decides to go alone and brings only his camera. Once inside, things quickly get very creepy.
Calendar. 2007年4月14年前からこの状態ってことですね。まあ確かに置いてあるものが時代を感じるというか VHS だもんね。
誰かいますか？もしここで寝泊まりとかしてるんであれば返事してもらってもいいですか？すぐ出て行きます。
The paranormal investigator believes he might not be alone inside the house and heads upstairs to investigate.
Yes. 誰かいますよね。いや、ちょっと待って。いや、ほんと帰るんでごめんなさい。
Gai-chan finds shattered glass and, creepiest of all, a knife. Soon after, he hears the sound of a bell coming from somewhere inside the house. He searches every room, but he finds nothing and no one to explain the creepy sounds.
ちょっとね、さすがにこのままでは帰れないので、さっきね、ちょっと物音が激しかったと思われる部屋にいるんですけど、家中探してみたんですけど誰もいないんだよ。動物でもなさそうだしさ、でなんかさっき多分あれ仏壇の鐘の音だよね。ちょっと30分だけ検証して帰ろうと思います。
Eventually, the ghost hunter has had enough of the creepy, unexplained noises and decides to just go home. As he makes his way down the old creepy stairs, he captures something absolutely horrifying.
絶対なんかさ、絶対落としたんだよ。マジで。もう嫌だ、俺。くそ。もうちょっと、これ以上はいられないです。帰ります。
A pair of legs can be seen dropping from the ceiling at the top of the stairs right behind the ghost hunter. Gai-chan leaves the abandoned house having no idea what he has just recorded, until he reviews his footage at home. The horrifying sight of the creepy, unexplained legs shocks him and his viewers. And now, Gai-chan believes that the house is truly haunted. But either way, true or not, the footage is very disturbing. You can watch this entire investigation over on the YouTube channel, Clip Store. Oh dear. Terrence Leonio from Windsor, Ontario, Canada often goes out into the woods to record himself overtone singing for TikTok and YouTube. One day he decides to stream live, and as he starts to sing, he seems to capture the attention of a passing deer.
Pretty sure he was looking for where the sound was coming from, but I stopped and started talking and I was confused. Alright.
And there's the deer, but did you see it? Terrence seems to have caught the attention of something else lurking in the woods. Several strange, slim figures seem to be hiding in the trees behind the deer. Terrence's TikTok viewers believe the mysterious creatures could be cryptids, Sasquatch, or even skinwalkers. But what do you think Terrence's singing could have summoned from the deep Canadian woods? Child's play. Facebook user Ashley Hammond believes that throughout her life, she's always had something paranormal attached to her. She says that no matter where she goes, spooky things always happen. When Ashley moves to a new home in Utah, she starts to see her children walking up and down the staircase on random occasions. Now, usually Ashley's children walking up and down the stairs would be completely normal. But you see, this happens when Ashley's children are asleep, or sometimes when they're not even at home at all. Ashley believes that she might be seeing something supernatural that is mimicking the appearance of her children. Now, Ashley wants to prove that she is not just imagining these strange phenomena, so she buys a security camera and points it at the staircase. Then one night, when all of her children are in bed asleep, this happens.
That's good to keep around.
No, you don't become immortal by making deals with angels. You gotta go to the other guys for that. There. Look at this man.
The camera captures a dark figure with glowing eyes that seems to walk up the staircase. A figure that has no visible lower body. So, what do you think this could be? Let me know down in the comments. Lady in the water. Debbie Morales and her friends are tubing down the canals of the Isabella River in Puerto Rico when she begins to record with her phone. Debbie can be heard screaming and laughing until her camera catches something in the water that quickly makes her lose her voice. Debbie posted the video to Facebook, saying that she saw a scary apparition in the water. She asked friends to take a look and see if they saw the same thing in the video. And they did. Online viewers speculated that the image could be anything from the ghost of a drowning victim to a body in the water. And some even went so far as to suggest that it might be a mermaid. Now, the most bizarre part of this video is that whatever this is almost seems to lunge toward Debbie before disappearing back into the water. But what do you think? Is this just a strange trick of the light or a reflection? Or did Debbie catch something supernatural on camera? You decide. Out of left field. For over a decade, Jim Barari worked hard to find the perfect home for her wife Heather and their 6-year-old daughter Ray. She eventually found an amazing colonial home in Pennsylvania that was built in the 1700s. The house sits on a 50-acre plot of farmland that also has a large renovated barn and 2 cottages. But soon after the renovations were finished, strange unexplained events began to occur on the property. The family began to hear terrifying noises and bangs, and even started to see odd shadow-like figures in the middle of the night. They decide to install security cameras in and around their home. And late one night, their outdoor security camera captures something chilling. Someone or something can be seen limping along behind Jen's home. Whatever it is, it makes a very eerie and unsettling moan or screech. At first, Jen isn't sure what to believe and hopes it's just one of her friends or neighbors playing a very strange prank. But over the course of the next 3 months, the activity becomes more and more unexplainable as the events intensify inside Jen's home. And now, whatever is going on seems to start to affect her daughter, too.
I know that is not moving right now. Don't even. Oh my God. Yeah, like, I'm sorry that I curse and... Okay, can you stop? Oh my God. Okay, please stop.
Honey, what's going on? Baby, come here. Come here. What's up, baby? Come in. What's going on?
Objects move around and fall on their own, and Jen finds her daughter standing on her bed in the middle of the night, just staring vacantly at nothing. Eventually, Jen becomes convinced that she's dealing with real paranormal activity. She records another video to tell about the unexplainable events that she is experiencing. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
The last 2 nights have been f***ing awful. I'm gonna just update you guys really quickly. I'm in the barn house right now. I'm here alone. I'm hearing constantly. Last night I watched like a bald man walk out of the pond. I'll show you where it is. It was insane. That's what I keep hearing. And I'm home alone. Hello? Can you stop? The out! Oh my God, that's creepy. This clock scared the shit out of me. Be here with me, like, whatsoever. Hello. Like, I don't know. And my reflection's creeping me out. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You guys saw that, right? I'm not bugging. Like, here's my reflection. That's just my hair. Okay. Hold on, I need to watch this. Guys, I wanted to show you the f***ing pond, but please tell me you see that. There's something. It looks like the old man is coming out, I swear to f***ing God. What the f*** was that? Jesus, and there's a light on in the f***ing God garage. This is so f***ing creepy. Oh my God, Biggs, it's okay. It's okay. Holy shit. What the honestly. Okay, let's go.
A shadow figure can be seen standing behind Jen in the reflection on the TV screen. She quickly spins around, but there's no one there. Then, as Jen is looking out the window, another figure can be seen darting past the hallway right behind her. A loud bang frightens both Jen and her cat, and with that, she has had enough. Jen decides to just collect her pets and leave. So what do you think is going on at Jen's farm in Pennsylvania? Jen explains that she is currently seeking help from paranormal professionals as she can't move out and wants her family to be safe. You can watch all of Jen's paranormal experiences over on her TikTok page, J Barari. No entry. As with most Japanese videos, I have no idea what the source is for this next creepy clip. The clip shows two guys approaching an old school building that is under renovation and is allegedly haunted. Even though there's tape at the entrance saying no entry, the two friends step inside anyway. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
まあ、とりあえず行けっしょ。誰もいねっしょ。な。
ただボロいしね。何これ。次さ、隣よくあったじゃん。
ああ、行こう行こう。もう何もないところには用はありません。お、置いてる。初じゃね？開いてたの。
もう開いてたら入るでしょ。
もう入ってくださいって言ってんだから。こ
こも2階あるじゃん。
どうぞ。
お、2階なんだけど、この部屋なんだ。行動ってある？
行動って何？
わ、めっちゃいいわ。
おお。
お前。広い部屋かなんか言ってなかった。
確かに。でもここか？本当だ。なんだっけ？コーンだっけ？
これなんだっけ？
何？
この蜂みたいな黄色と黒のなんか。
いや、知らねえ。俺は知るわけねえんだろ。こうじゃなんてやったことねえよ。
お前はいつかあれだよ、高知で働くんだよ。
A mysterious woman wearing a white dress silently approaches the two friends from the darkness. She seems to have no visible arms. The two guys run in fear and scream for help. What happens next, we'll just never know. And whether the footage is real or not, that's up for you to decide. Either way, the clip is chilling. Really Haunted. Lee from the YouTube channel Really Haunted lives in a house in England that seems to be a hotspot of paranormal activity. Lee has become somewhat of a regular featured channel on my top 5s as the activity in his home just seems to get more and more violent. Now, if you want to see what I'm talking about, I highly recommend that you check out Lee's channel where he shares all the evidence that he's captured over the last 2 years. So, in a shocking new video that Lee has uploaded, the paranormal entity that terrorizes his family is captured once again. Lee and his wife Stacy are fast asleep in bed, and then this happens.
Why?
What's up?
My back.
Lee's wife Stacy is fast asleep when a dark shadow-like figure slowly seems to move over to her bedside. Then without warning, Stacy is pulled violently out of bed, injuring her back. Lee says that the event has left them absolutely terrified. Stacy left the house that night to sleep in a caravan outside in their yard, too scared to go back inside the house. The couple says that they have no idea what to do about the violent paranormal activity, and that they have tried everything they can think of to get rid of the dark entity that seems to inhabit their home. Be sure to follow Lee's encounters with the paranormal over on his YouTube channel, Really Haunted, Brother's Keeper. Paranormal investigators Victor, Paolo, and Samuel from the YouTube channel Investigação Sobrenatural are contacted by a distraught woman. She claims she's been violently haunted since her brother passed away from an accidental overdose in the bathroom of her family home in Brazil. She believes that her brother never left, and that his tormented soul is angry and is attacking her and her family. The woman, whose identity is kept anonymous, says that she believes that the stress of the haunting led to her mother's recent passing. Soon after their arrival, the investigators begin to witness the violent poltergeist activity for themselves.
Olha, pelo que eu entendi, né, seu irmão tá fazendo manifestação aqui, o clima tá muito pesado, não precisa chorar, fica calmo, fica tranquilo, tá bom? Deixa eu ver. Fundo, né?
Tá bem não, viu?
Olha, vai ficar tudo bem. Você falou que o seu irmão morreu aqui nessa casa, né? Tiraram a vida dele dentro de um banheiro. Tem como me mostrar onde foi esse banheiro?
No banheiro ali.
Esse aqui, né?
Aí, já começou. Por favor, a minha mãe morreu. Como você vai me deixar em paz?
Calma.
Meu Deus, cara. Calma, calma. Respira fundo. Respira fundo. Respira fundo. Calma. Ó, ele só quer assustar, entendeu? Só quer te deixar desequilibrado, entendeu? Quer fazer com que a gente fique assustado, entendeu? Nervoso. Respira fundo. Fica calmo, entendeu? Pense em Deus. Pense em coisas boas. Tá bom? Tá bom? Respira fundo.
A gente tá aqui contigo.
Isso, calma. Viu? Ele só quer tentar assustar a gente. É só mais um desequilibrado, só isso, tá certo? Você tem condições de continuar? É porque é importante. Tem, não tem? Pronto. Me mostra como foi que o seu irmão faleceu. Calma. Pera. Calma, fica calmo.
Respira, entendeu? Mas quando ele
Olha pra mim,
foi isso aí?
O espelho quebrou sozinho. Meu Deus.
Registra isso, câmera. Tô arrepiado, cara.
Vai, filma aí.
Tu viu isso? Olha isso também, Paulo. É isso que é o
Filma o espelho também, o espelho.
Não, é esse aí.
É isso, gente. Meu Deus.
Teve caminho.
Esse não, pega uma cadeira aí. Ela tá bem nessa cadeira.
Respira. Ó, vai ficar tudo bem, tá?
Mas fala aí, Vitor, pegar uma cadeira.
Pense em coisas boas, coisas positivas, né? Foca em Deus, olha pra mim, né? Pense em coisas boas, tá bom? Senta. Vai, senta aqui, ó. Outra cadeira. Vem. Senta.
Tô arrepiado, cara.
Ó, olha pra mim. Calma, respira.
Kitchen plates fall and cookware begins to shake. Then when the woman points out where the bathroom is, something appears to almost punch at her through the curtain. A mirror in the bathroom breaks into pieces, but when they check the room, there's no one there. The woman becomes so upset from the incident that the investigators decide to have her leave. Now, in an attempt to calm the angry spirit, the men gather around a table where the man's body was temporarily placed before his burial. They light candles on the table and begin to discuss the situation. But then, things just get weirder.
Pessoal, pra vocês não julgar, viu?
Eu desespero, né, amigo? Quando ela ficou chorando.
Chorando, ela teve que sair, ela saiu às pressas daqui.
Bem melhor, pessoal, ela saiu.
Isso aí, gente, ó. Aí é pra vocês verem, né, ó. Direto, acontece. Pega ajuda aqui, não. Pega, calma, respira. Segura aqui a fumadora, segura.
The door slams open and the team's cameraman drops to the floor from an extreme panic attack. The investigators look after him, and after a necessary break, they continue their investigation. In an attempt to calmly communicate with the aggressive spirit, investigator Paolo volunteers to lie down on the table in hopes of creating a connection with the spirit.
Aí, tu tem certeza que quer fazer isso?
Quero ver, né? Tô curioso porque eu quero que ele consiga entender qual é o nosso objetivo, né? Porque a gente estamos aqui, entendeu? Porque na mente dele, ele acha que a gente está provocando, né? Ele está expulsando a gente, entendeu? É até uma oportunidade, né? De baixar a vibração e tentar a comunicação, né? Pelo menos uma comunicação mais amigável, né?
As Paolo is explaining his intention, what looks like a ghostly apparition seems to appear behind team member Victor. Paolo lies down on the table, and what happens next is downright terrifying.
Se você quiser se materializar em cima do Paulo, pode se apresentar aqui, né? Concentre sua energia. Se quiser pegar no braço do Paulo, na perna dele, no pescoço do Paulo, né? Vai, Paulo. Fica à vontade. Se concentra. Tenta pegar no pescoço do Paulo. Meu Deus do céu. Olha, ó. Meu Deus. Você não vai assustar a gente, entendeu? Deus é poderoso, Deus é maior que você. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Você não é maior que Deus. Deus é muito maior que você. Você não vai assustar a gente. Você não vai assustar a gente.
Tá querendo desafiar. Acho que ele pensa que a gente quer bater de frente com ele.
Tô me tremendo todinho, cara. Olha isso, ó. Filma isso, câmera. Tô me tremendo todinho. Olha que susto que eu levei.
Drawers from a cabinet violently slam open and closed on their own. Now the previously fearless ghost investigators seem to get just a little bit rattled by the extreme activity. They're completely unsure how to continue. And not long after this incident, they decide to leave the property. So what do you think is going on in this family home in Brazil? Could this really be the brother's spirit lashing out at his own family from the great beyond? Or could there be something a bit more sinister haunting this house? Let me know down in the comments. Exploration gone wrong. 26-year-old Magnus Rismir has always had an interest in hiking, and his YouTube channel is dedicated to his explorations of the beautiful countryside of Norway. Almost all of his videos show him hiking, canoeing, or camping, except for one. There is one very bizarre video that Magnus claims was sent to him by a friend.
Oi, hva? Gamle driten her, da. Faen, ass.
Magnus's friend is out hiking in the middle of nowhere and discovers an old abandoned house. He decides to investigate inside, but regrets his decision almost immediately as something or someone scares the living out of him. Now, whether this video is paranormal, a prank, or maybe even just a very unlucky encounter with a squatter, we'll never know. But what do you think? Real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Followed home. Now, longtime viewers of my channel might remember that almost 1 year ago, I featured a series of videos by a young Dutch woman named Sabia L. Sabia claimed that her apartment in the Netherlands was haunted by something that lurked in the shadows. Something dark and sinister.
Kijk, zie. Jezus. Poes gaat er ook al vandoor. Oh. Oh my god.
As time went by, the paranormal activity in Sabia's apartment intensified, becoming so terrifying that Sabia began to live in abject fear of whatever evil presence might be haunting her home.
Licht elke keer. Oh. Shh. Dat was een stem. Dat was een stem. Oh, Jesus.
9 months ago, Sabia L suddenly just stopped posting to YouTube entirely, leaving her concerned fans and followers wondering just what happened. But then, just 3 months ago, Sabia made a surprise return to her YouTube channel. She posted only one short video. The post was a positive one, letting her followers know that she had finally saved up enough money to move out of her terrifying haunted apartment. The 30-second video shows Sabia giving one final walkthrough of the empty apartment. Her optimistic video title proclaimed, "Last video, haunted apartment in the Netherlands. No more poltergeist activity for me." As you might guess, Sabia L's nightmarish story did not end there. Sabia says that she experienced months of peace and relaxation in her new home, but then strange and disturbing things began to happen all over again. The odd events quickly became more and more unsettling. One night, the lights in her hallway begin to flicker, so she pulls out her phone and begins to record. She encounters something absolutely horrifying.
Dat licht knipperde weer aan en uit in de hal. Oh, in het nieuwe huis. Dat. Oh, ik durf niet. Oh, ik durf niet. Heel klaar mee. Ik durf echt niet. Donder op, ik ga er niet naartoe. Ik bel wel iemand.
Did you see it? Sabia turns away from the hallway as the light fixture suddenly moves on its own. When she turns back, the hall light has gone out again, and something dark and menacing seems to be waiting there for her. Whatever it is then seems to charge up the stairs, but understandably, Sabia does not follow. Sabia L. believes that the dark, malevolent being that haunted her old apartment has now followed her to her new home. But what do you think? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch this video as well as all of Sabia L's past terrifying encounters over on her channel, Sabia L. The Man Who Wasn't There. Paranormal YouTube channel Fourth Wall received a video from a man that says he captured something very disturbing in a quiet Japanese neighborhood. It's late at night and no one is around when the man spots something strange going on with a swing set in a nearby park. He's a little freaked out and believes he might be experiencing something paranormal. So he places his work phone on top of a tall playset and sets it to record. He then takes his personal phone and films as he approaches the swing set. A single swing is violently swaying back and forth. But that's not all the anonymous man has captured, because his work phone recorded something absolutely terrifying. The dark, creepy figure of a man can be seen standing motionless in front of a tree. Now, what makes this footage so disturbing is that, as you can see, the other phone didn't capture anyone standing there at all. Could it be that the park is haunted and a dark spirit apparition was caught on camera? What do you think? You can watch this entire creepy video and many more over on the YouTube channel, Fourth Wall. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the bell so that